Hey everyone, just a quick ask before we get into the newscast. If you really like Wake Up, I would love it if you gave us 5 stars on Spotify or Apple Podcasts and drop a quick comment there to let people know about this newscast. It would really help people discover us. All right, on with the news. Wake up, Pittsburgh. I'm Matt Peiken, and this is your local newscast for Tuesday, February 3rd. Pittsburgh officials are blaming inexperience and aging equipment for the city's slow response to a recent snowstorm that dropped nearly a foot of snow. Mayor Corey O'Connor says 37 snowplow trucks went offline during the storm, leaving many roads uncleared. Compounding the issue, most drivers had less than 3 years' experience and hesitated to navigate tight or hilly streets. The city plans to order 50 new trucks and will shift driver training into neighborhoods. Officials also hope to improve technology and coordination for future storms. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. Pittsburgh first responders are urging residents to stay off frozen rivers after multiple reports of people, including parents with children, walking on ice over the Allegheny, Monongahela, and Ohio rivers. EMS Chief Amara Gilchrist emphasized that even thin ice on moving water can be deadly, and there's no reliable way to gauge its thickness. While not illegal, officials say the practice is extremely dangerous and puts both the public and rescue crews at risk. Swiftwater teams report recent rescues, including one involving a fleeing suspect. Read more about this at Tribune Live. The Pittsburgh fashion and housing communities are mourning the loss of Jacinta Stevens, a 31-year-old model and housing specialist who died last week when her vehicle plunged into the Monongahela. Stevens was driving on the Parkway East during snowy conditions when her car struck a barrier and fell more than 100 feet into the water. A former runway standout and recent hire at the Housing Authority of the City of Pittsburgh, she was also a mother of 2. A GoFundMe to support her family has raised over $23,000. Read more about this in the Post-Gazette. Construction is underway on a $37 million affordable housing project in the heart of downtown. Developer Beacon Communities is converting 2 former commercial buildings at 901 and 903 Liberty Avenue into 50 apartments. The units, a mix of studios and 1 and 2 bedrooms, aim to provide residents with easy access to transit, jobs, and cultural venues. The project is backed by a blend of public and private financing, including support from Allegheny County and the city's housing authority. Units are expected to be available by late 2027. Read more about this at WESA. And a Pittsburgh team that doesn't get much attention is under threat. The University of Pittsburgh's William Pitt Debating Union, one of the oldest and most decorated collegiate debate teams in the country, may soon be unable to compete due to major budget cuts. Its funding was sliced in half this academic year after the Dietrich School of Arts and Sciences reallocated discretionary funds amid university-wide belt tightening. Director Alvin Primack warns the team won't be able to travel to national tournaments without restored support. Students say the cuts jeopardize a century-old tradition and essential learning experiences. Read more about this at Public Source. If you haven't already, sign up for our free daily newsletter. It's basically this newscast in written form. Go to wakeuppit, that's pit with 1 T, .transistor.fm. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Wake Up Pitt. And please share this podcast with your friends who care about this city. I'm Matt Peiken. Thanks for starting your weekdays with Wake Up Pittsburgh.